In the last movie, we saw how easy it is to create an object class, but our class wasn't very exciting. What we need to do is add some more functionality to it, and that's what we're going to do in this movie. Now, classes can contain methods. These are the same things as functions, but generally they're called functions when they're on their own, and methods when they're inside of a class. Now, I may slip up from time to time and call it a function, but keep that clear. If it's on its own, it's a function. If it's inside a class, it's a method. And that's the standard convention of object-oriented programming. Now I want you to go ahead and do a save as on this file that we're working with because I want you to still have this code down here for your reference, but I wanted to get it out of our way as we continue working. So let's do a save as, and we'll just call this class example 2. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of all of this, but we'll leave our class definition because we're going to continue to work with that and improve it. So I'll save this file. And now we're going to add our first method to it. Now, even though object-oriented programming says we should call it a method, we actually use the keyword function still to define it, just like we normally do. So let's make one just called say hello, and it's just going to echo back hello from inside a class. Everything is still the same as we normally do with a function. It's just been rolled up inside of this class so that it's now one of the methods of the person class. So say hello is a method of the person class. Now, just like we did with seeing what classes are defined, we can also find out what methods are defined. So methods equal get class methods for person. And then we can do the same kind of loop that we did before for each methods as method. And then we'll just echo method, and we'll put a BR tag. Let's go ahead and save this and try it out. I'll save it. Let's open up Firefox and reload. Oh, class example 2. Say hello. There are the class methods that belong to person, say hello. And we also can do the same kind of thing that we did before, where we can actually query if method exists, and it'll return true or false for whether or not the method exists. And then we can put in the object name, person, and then the method name. So say hello. So we'll check to see whether it exists or not, return true or false, and then we can just give a simple echo method does exist. Let's go ahead and keep it nice and friendly by putting a BR tag in there. Else. And then we'll just do echo method does not exist. Let's save that and try it out. Put our BR tag at the end. So there it is, method does exist. Now if we try something else, like say hello to me, and then we go back to Firefox, reload it, method does not exist. So we can check to see whether methods exist the same way that we can check to see whether classes exist, and we can get a list of all those methods if we want. But we still haven't seen how to actually use this functionality. We've been able to put in functionality to our class, but we haven't been able to use it yet. In order to do that, we're going to need to talk about how to instantiate a class, and we're going to do that in the next movie.